We are here finally. It's Friday, ladies and gentlemen. That means it's time for chaos and craziness here at the comic book showdown of Ultimate Destiny. We're going to jump right into it today. Destiny will choose 3 indie comic campaigns for us to review. After offering tips, we will choose 1 to back and support. Stay to the end to see who will be chosen, because in the end,
there can be only one.
hello, Smurf. Hello, Dead Cosmo.
Hello. Kneel before the might of Smurf. I mean, this is really like a whole head full of big face, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's all right. I mean, at least we get to see you. The image is crisp. We can hear you. We've been experiencing some technical difficulties. If you guys were watching the show last week, you might remember that the snow made a tree limb or something fall down. Tell us a bit about what happened.
I live in Cherry Creek, like old school Cherry Creek, where there's a lot of old trees that nobody actually has ever taken care of. So the snow came and just took one branch, and it took like a whole thing of wires with it. So I was like, well, I'm just going to sit here. I didn't get power back until Saturday, like mid-Saturday at that. So, like, well, thank God I like the cold.
Yeah. Right on,
So that's
right
it.
on.
Now I'm here. I'm back. I missed you. How was my stand-in? They looked wonderful. They seemed like they were having fun.
Yes, Lori Calcaterra, who was with us, and she's got an entry in today's Wheel of Destiny. So hopefully she'll get picked. Last week it was sort of a if then this happens, then we'll do this kind of situation, because she was actually on the wheel last week as well. And I said, okay, if you don't get picked, do you want to be on the show? And so she did a great job. She's very knowledgeable. She's done several campaigns herself. She had great fun energy, and hopefully today
that
Destiny
karma
will choose
pays
her
off.
campaign.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely. I noticed our friend Iggy is close to his goal.
Yep. There's a lot of campaigns coming to a close this week, and so a lot of them only have like a few hours left. But this show, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, is about reviewing campaigns from the point of view of a consumer. We try to give feedback and help people make more successful campaigns, because making a comic is difficult as fuck on its own. But then trying to promote that and pitch it in a way that makes people want to check it out, when there are like anywhere from 250 to 300 campaigns on just Kickstarter alone right now. So you really got to do some work to stand out, make people intrigued, make people want to back it. They're not just going to do it because it's on there.
Right. Well, and
really
you also,
and
we've discussed before, not only do we have, the up and comers and the ones that want to produce a comic, but I mean, you have the main publishers now with the loss of Diamond Comics distribution. You have comic book companies looking for alternate ways of funding projects that they may not feel as confident with or have as much faith in being successful. So why not do a Kickstarter? And they have seen a lot of success going this route. So I think it's only going to get more and more intense as far as how that works, the breakdown. Because remember, they snubbed their noses at this in the beginning, like, oh, we don't need Kickstarter. Yeah, whatever. We're Marvel Comics. We're DC. We don't need that. So, how quickly the tide has changed. Just like celebrities. I'm never going to do my own podcast. That's ridiculous. Now everyone's got one. The hell? You lying bastards. I'm on fire today. And this is only my 3rd cup of coffee.
Well, I'm still on my first, trying to wake up. It's my finally Friday Frazetta mug.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. See? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Woohoo, boobies. Yay, boobies. We did it all for the boobies. And anyone who tells you differently is lying.
Let's see. Also, while you guys are joining us, be sure and like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. We're trying to get to 1 million subscribers. We're almost there.
Almost there. We're just
real close.
So close.
So close. Help us get to 1 million subscribers. Also, if you're on Facebook, be sure and share this live stream video out. We want to help as many creators as possible reach new audiences, especially those newer creators who've never really been doing Kickstarters before. Those are the ones we want to reach out to the most. So be sure and share this out. Let's see. All right. So we're going to jump right in. I'm going to switch this banner out so it's not covering up Smurf's face here. There we go. Whoosh, gone. Maybe we do want to cover it up. I don't know. This angle in those headphones making your eyes look like they're glowing green over there.
I know, and I got blue eyes, so it's reflecting something. It's the new Green Lantern, all the Green Lantern stuff that's coming out right now. I am so excited. I can't tell you.
Yeah,
I have faith in DC again.
I mean, I have high hopes. I just saw something about a new show, The Lanterns, or the
Lanterns.
Like
it's on this week's podcast. Right, yep, that I just posted. It's going to be on HBO. It's Hal, it's Guy, it's Jon Stewart. So I'm very, very excited. I don't care for Jon Stewart. I've never really had, but Guy Gardner's worn me down. I'm hoping we get Kyle, but oh, James Gunn has given me hope for DC. Oh, yes, so much. Just say.
Well, let's see who is on the Wheel of Destiny today and who might be getting picked. We've got up first. Let's see. We've got, of course, Path of the Pale Rider from Lori. She's got just a few hours left in her campaign, so fingers crossed that she gets selected. It's our last opportunity. We have another one called Pencils Down, which I'm curious about. Psycho Slumber, Dawn and the Dead, and Epochs Issue 1.
Oh,
so we got quite a few interesting different variety pieces today. And again, if you are a campaign creator, you see these videos, whether you see them, live or you see them later on, you can always submit your campaign at the Facebook Actionline Studios page. There's always a submission post at the top, pinned to the top. Or you can also leave a comment in any of these videos and say, hey, be sure and check out this campaign. We only review live campaigns, though. So be sure, make sure it's live at the time of one of our shows. Brian from LCS is here and says, hey, all. Welcome, Brian. So shall we get into the wheel, Smurf? Are you ready?
Oh, spin that wheel!
Let's fucking go!
There can be only one Highlander type situation. Behold, my wheel of
Destiny!
Pitter patter, let's get at her.
Time to spin the wheel.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Up first, I was just realizing I need a piece of paper today. There we go.
So I was shooting, I shoot Pool League on Friday nights. And of course, the people that I shoot pool with have no idea how to deal with me. I'm just standing there.
I don't know how to deal with you either.
Yeah, I mean, it's an ongoing theme. But I lean over to him, and I just kind of whisper to him, pitter patter, let's get at her. And he just looks at me. Oh yeah, I'm jumping around. I'm stretching. I'm doing all sorts of weird shit when I'm shooting pool.
That's funny. That's funny. All right, let's see who the first entry is going to be on the Wheel of Destiny. Clicking it now. Number 1 looks like Pencils Down. Curious to see what that one is all about. We'll remove that one. All right, and then there were 4. Which one is going to be, ladies and gentlemen? Keep your fingers crossed. Next up, Epochs Issue 1. This is coming down to the wire. Last spin. Number 3. Who's it gonna be? Yes! Finally! Lori makes it onto the wheel. Congratulations. Path to the Pale Rider has finally made it. Congratulations, Lori. All right. Good job. I was worried there for a second. I had my fingers crossed.
Well, again, good karma. Good karma. Thank you for helping me out.
Yeah.
I had nothing to
All
do
right.
with that.
So I'm going to take off some of these excess tabs here. Don't forget, Psycho Slumber was one of those. They've got 55 hours to go. The other one I've already closed. I don't remember how many that one had. All right. So the first one that we're going to be looking at today is called Pencils Down. So we're going to remove that one. Let's go to here. Pencils Down by Justin Belmont. All right.
Any relation to Simon Belmont?
Who knows? Who knows? All right. So it says Pencils Down, a lazy artist's revenge goes wrong when he brings his pencil to life instead of a demon. All right. Interesting.
Okay.
They only had $100 goal.
What?
Yeah. So what have we said? If you guys are watching, feel free to comment this down in the comment section and beat me to the punch. What have we said about setting goals too low? Right.
Why?
Sometimes-
I mean, doesn't his Nan have like an extra $100? I mean,
Right.
Okay. I mean, okay, I understand someone wanting to be modest and not want to come off as crazed, but this doesn't show you have a whole lot of faith in your own product. This is just kind of like, hey, I'll just throw this out there for $100. I could use the change. No. You need to put it out there and
So yeah, what Smurf's alluding to, ladies and gentlemen, is that it loses some of its credibility when you set your goal too low. Now you can get away with this if, again, you've already got a pretty large backing, or not backing, pretty large support fan base following. That's what I'm going for. You can set a really low goal, knowing full well you're going to blow past that. And you're only really doing it so that you can get that we funded in 5 minutes type of thing, that can work, but you got to have following. In this case, I only see 11 backers after the campaign. So that means that this is a fairly new person with, a new campaign. It says that this is, like their 4th campaign though. So maybe it's not a lesson that they've learned. I don't know. But I do feel like, again, what can you do with $100 to go towards a comic book? Most of you guys here know a comic book will cost you several $1,000s to make, produce, put it out there. Even if you're doing the artwork yourself, you're still going to have to pay for printing. You're still going to have to pay for shipping. That's going to be, a couple thousand at least. So
shipping is more pricey than printing now. Go figure. That is ridiculous. So you got to plan appropriately, but this is just, I'll give you a penny just so I can feel. Here you go.
Now that doesn't mean, again, we do not, base our things on whether or not we know about the campaign, whether or not we've seen it. It's all about how it's being pitched to us. BMD Nerd says, I'll accept a low ask if it's their first, but at least 500 or something. Yeah, it's like,
at least,
what are you going to do with $100 or $200 that's going to help make this comic book come to success? It's like, it seems like you're just trying to raise a few extra bucks at that point, like Smurf said. So, but they do have video, and it's under the Projects We Love tab, so an extra bonus to them. So maybe that means the Kickstarter seems to like it. So let's see what we got here. I like this cover here.
No, the cover's great.
All right, that's what we got. What'd you get out of that?
Cool.
Well,
I don't know. It was
cool.
very fast.
It was fast. It was metal. It was rock on. I mean, I love that kind of music. Let's hope and pray that it's copyright free. By the way, of the three that were on the show last week, one of them got copyright flagged. You guys got to start using copyright free music.
I don't think it's copyright free. I don't.
I mean, it's hard to say. There is some pretty cool sounding, like rock and metal tracks on some of these free sound sites. So who knows? But it had a cool track. I like that. He had cool sound effects. I like that. It had high energy. The images were changing and moving, so it felt energy. It felt exciting, but
we don't know anything. I have no idea. I mean, it's like Harold's purple crayon on steroids. I don't know what to expect.
Harold's purple crayon on steroids.
And there's angels, and I like the juxtaposition of, instead of summoning a demon, I possessed a pencil, and I like that. I mean, is he really afraid of sharpeners? I mean, there could be some fun things in there, but I don't know anything about this, and I mean, I don't know. Does he only have so much graphite? Is he afraid of beavers? I mean, what is his weakness? What chucks? Well, I don't know.
I like how in this preview picture, I got to make this full screen here so you can see it. It looks like you got a really like roided out version of a pencil character holding a pencil sharpener, but then what is she doing?
I don't know. I mean, that's
I like how it's like cut off there at the bottom, so you're just like you can't really tell.
I mean, is she supplying him paper? I don't know. I mean, I love the energy. I'm with you. I like the energy. I do think that the frames could be just maybe like 2 seconds longer max, because you go through there so fast, and I wanted to appreciate what I'm seeing. Since we're not getting any dialogue or not any explanation as to what's going on, I would think that you would expand your frame length at least a few more seconds so that people have a chance to kind of absorb it. If you're not going to use any dialogue or anything of that nature, because like us, we have no idea, and maybe we would discern a little bit more if we could actually focus in on the image a tad longer.
Yeah. So when you're making a video, what's the video for, right? Generally, when people are coming across a Kickstarter campaign for the first time, you've got, 3 main opportunities to give them information. The first one is this very first tagline, which he's, does a pretty good job of. It says, "A lazy artist's revenge goes wrong when he brings his pencil to life instead of a demon." That's clear, concise, tells us what the story's about. That's a great opportunity to do that. So if you get in there and say, "Hey, this story is penciled by this person and lettered by this person," that doesn't tell us anything. So that's your first opportunity. Your second one is the video. And the video can tell us lots of things. It can set the tone, which I think this one did a pretty good job of. It can give us information about what we're getting. Like right now, I don't know if I'm getting a 24-page book, a 36-page book, an anthology book. I don't really know much yet. I don't know who the characters are and what the stakes are or anything like that. So then the third place that you can give information to your audience is in the story section, right? So we're going to check that out. BMD Nerd says the girl down at the bottom of the picture is checking the lead. Checking his lead. Lead count. Checking his lead count.
All right. One lead joke.
All All right. Get the lead out. Get the lead out.
Get the lead out.
All right. Under the story section, it says Pencils Down is a 24-page full-color comic book. That's great. 12-page story by Hojo with interior art by John Dillard. All right. That immediately confused me. It's a 24-page full-color comic. Right below it, it says a 12-page story by Hojo with interior art by John Dillard. So is that in addition to the 24-page, or is there 24 pages and then 12 pages of like pinup art?
I'm hoping it's the previous. It's an additional
Oh,
story
right.
that's put in there, but the verbiage and how it's presented is a little misleading. I agree, because I'm with you. Like, okay,
Is that 12, 24?
24.
knows?
I would say 24 with a 12-page story from those two cats.
All right. In Pencils Down, a lazy comic book artist at the Big Two faces the shock of being fired. That's fitting. Igniting a desire for revenge against those who betrayed him. So it's an angry comic book artist. Desperate and frustrated, he turns to an old Ouija board, hoping to summon a demon to carry out his vengeance. Instead, he inadvertently brings to life his number 2 pencil, a sarcastic and unpredictable entity with a mind of its own. Pencils Down blends humor, action, and satire, exploring number 2's wildest escapades and revealing that even the most ordinary tools can have extraordinary tales to tell. All right, so what did you get from that?
I mean, you get all of the who, what, why, where, why do I care? I am very curious. I mean, I do like the sleight of, wordplay, very clever. I get it. I'd probably leaf through it just to see how it turns out. But I mean, I don't know if it's color interiors. I mean, I know we get so many pages. I do think they need to clean that up as far as the lead in on the story, though. I really do. That would help.
So I liked this introduction of the story that I have highlighted here in green. I like that we find out who the character is. Obviously, as a comic book artist, I can relate to this character. Although then when he gets fired, he wants to get revenge against those who betrayed him. So apparently there's some like bad reasoning for getting fired. Maybe, I don't know.
It's the
but
Liefeld
then,
story.
right?
Who
So
knows?
then, so that happens. His firing happens, and then because of that, he wants revenge. Therefore, he pulls out a Ouija board and
as you do,
accidentally. So yeah, as you do, and then accidentally like brings his pencil to life. Right. So what I'm curious about, and this is a good curious, but also might be missing is, well, then what? Like, does he have to try and stop this pencil from causing chaos, kind of like in Jim Carrey's The Mask? Like, remember that if you were to write the plot of The Mask, like there's a villain who's trying to steal the mask and do bad things, and Jim must go get it back. I say Jim, I don't remember his character's name in the movie, but so we're introduced to like the first part, but then we're also given the action that's taken, and then we're ended up with like a new situation of like, well, now you have this crazy pencil. What's that going to? What am I expecting to see now? Here's that full pencil. You can see she's sharpening his lead. Now, what's he need the other pencil sharpener for?
I mean, maybe he uses it to trim his pencil.
His
he
nails,
smokes.
his fingers.
His fingers.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. Okay.
I like her shirt says milkshakes on it. I'm sure you can't see that. That's pretty funny. Don't die. He's experiencing an earthquake. This is great. We just had a mild earthquake over there at
I did. That's
the
right.
Smoke Castle.
And this is what happens when you make fun of the pencil god. There we go.
All right.
Right
You're
back
good.
at you.
Okay.
There we go.
We got some alternate covers. There's one that's a pretty cool like 90s looking cover. Then we have this other cover here, and then a fourth cover. So these covers look cool. The art looks cool. The premise is cool. I feel like here he is with his like Ouija board, I guess, and here comes his. Then there's a Dark Angels stunning debut in pencils down. So again, this is an interesting, like, what's this about? Kind of curious question. So overall, what do you think? And while you're telling me, I'm gonna go take a look at the rewards.
I think it's good. I like it. They didn't bury the lead. It's a cohesive pitch. I like the tagline. You made it short and sweet on all aspects, and almost too short in some. So adding a little bit more description wouldn't hurt. Adding a little bit more to the video wouldn't hurt. Adding a lot more to your goal would, I think, help a lot. Especially when we start getting into the rewards, it gives people an incentive, eagerness to spend, to be part of it. Because I think I think this would be a hit. I like the premise. I think it's fun that a lot of people would get on board. And like you, there's a lot of artists out there that can relate to this. Even, that inner sixth grader and all of us that used to, doodle during class. I can see this being a very, very big talked about hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So here we have on the reward section, we have there's a feat. Apparently this is a new thing that Kickstarter has. They have a way to feature a particular reward at the top, and so it's starting with the $60 one, which is all 4 covers. So what is that? $15 a piece. Yeah. And then we jump into like the regular order of things. And so the digital double feature, $8 looks like the minimum. And it is the standard edition PDF, which includes all 4 covers. Also the line art edition PDF, which is just the line art, inked line art, for $8. So that's a good deal. I would probably have offered something even lower. Just the normal PDF, no extras, no extra covers, or even just a normal PDF with the extra covers for like half that price, maybe $4. Because especially when you're brand new, people don't know your reliability. They don't know if you're going to deliver, so they're apprehensive. They're going to want to like only dip their toe in and say, well, I'll try this out for digital, and if it works out, then we'll go back and maybe get some physical rewards. You guys agree with me on that in the comment section? Let me know what you think.
Well, and I think it's easier to justify a $5 spend if it's just the story, just the comic, no frills, no nothing, just bare bones story. $5 is an easy spend. That's a normal comic book these days. And I hate to say it, but that's the typical pricing. So even if you start getting above that and start adding for only an $8 increase, $3 more, I can get all the different covers. I think that's an easy upsell from you just saying $5 for the story, but $8, and you can see there's that instant value add, and it's an easy.
I agree with you.
So it's how you get the attention, and then what do you do with it when you get it?
Yep. BMD says, if I'm on the fence about a comic and the digital's $5, I usually get it. Because most of us can pitch $5. I mean, it's about the cost of
it's justifiable. Coffee, so. It's not an outrageous ask. It's not outrageous at all for a digital. $5 all day long. Absolutely. I'm spending that much on a regular comic, and I'm probably going to be pissed off at the story anyway, so it just goes in the box.
I'm going to be pissed off. That's so optimistic, Betty. I love it. He has a $15 physical standard edition. He has a $20 Sven Stoffels pack, which gets you the Sven Stoffels cover, so one of the alternate covers, plus the digital edition. commissioned by Ethan Van Sciver, featuring a hilarious cameo of Ethan Van Sciver himself laughing. So it's artwork by Sven Stoffels drawing Ethan Van Sciver a
Laughing.
cameo in the picture.
Nice. Ethan's a good guy. We've worked with him in the past here in Colorado.
Yeah.
Ethan's a good guy.
All right, so that one is $20, and then there's another one. Eric Hodson's $20, Corey Barton's $20, John Dillard, and then there's an Ultimate Digital Collection for $20. Includes 8 PDF files, including everything Belmont Press has to offer, but I don't know what that is.
Right.
Looks like some other comics: Smokes of the Fox, Weaponized Werewolf, and 4 more, which I don't know. And then there's some bundle packs, and then it looks like the absolute largest pack you can get is the one that was pinned at the top, which is all 4 covers for $60. What do you guys think? Do you think we could go bigger on a reward, maybe into like a couple $100 range? Maybe what kind of reward can we get at the bottom of this campaign to really push it into the big tier level? What do you guys think? And if we all focus our energy really hard, can we make that Lego skeleton fall on top of Smurf's head again? All right. So all in all, a good campaign. I think it has some areas for improvement. And the number one thing that I'm seeing that is a little bit concerning and could help is that this says that this is Justin's 4th campaign on Kickstarter. I don't know what he's done in other places. And with 4 campaigns in, he's got 11 backers. What's that tell you guys? What's that tell you, Smurf?
Tells me my microphone is dead.
Uh-oh. Well, I can still hear you, so that's good.
Oh, okay. Well, that's helpful then. I was like, uh-oh, that's not good. You need to go out. You need to get more exposure. I hate that word. But you need more eyes on your campaign. I hate that fucking word. Exposure dollars.
Yep.
But I honestly believe that if you go out there, you put in the time, you put in the effort, and even just make this as ridiculous and as fun as it is, I know they will come. This is something different that nobody else is doing, and I have absolute faith that this would be a hit. You just need to get it in front of people. Time at the comic shop, time at your local, mom and pop con, whatever it takes. I would do it, and I think you're missing out by too low of a goal. No one's going to take it seriously,
right?
And I know that's a satire comic. I get it, but no one's going to take this seriously.
Yeah, with 11 backers, that tells me that this person hasn't put in the time and energy on the social media side. I get it; it's a pain in the ass. Some people don't want to bother with it, and I get that too. Sometimes I don't want to bother with it, but when you don't, nobody knows about your project, and so you gotta...
Well, it's a necessary evil, which is the bad thing. I know you may not be good at the business side when you're an artist, but it is a necessary evil. You have to know this. You have to do this. Sorry.
Yep. Yeah, you got to get in the Facebook groups. You got to go to the comic book shops and leave flyers and do, little rallies and try to get things. I mean, it's really a lot of work. It's when anybody that's done Kickstarters a lot and has had lots of funding and backers knows that to get all those funding and backers was a lot of work. It's like a full-time job. You got to work it almost every day. And so I think that might be what's missing. But all in all, a pretty decent looking campaign. It definitely has my curiosity. But we're ready for the next one. So let's switch to this one. This is, I think this is pronounced epochs. Kind of looks like epoches, but I think it's epochs. Now, this one opens with heroes battle the darkness of evil for the fate of the world. it's not. That's not the name of the book. The name of the book is in the second line. That was the title. So I feel like they got those reversed. They used the title area for their description. And I'm not.
I mean, I guess it works.
I think is, in this day and age of AI, that feels very much like an AI read. Heroes battle the darkness of evil for the fate of the world. That's just about as generic as it gets. So hopefully there's more here. I mean, I hate to be bashing it right out of the gate, but that one is pretty generic. The next line, though, says epochs follow in this exciting, nail-biting graphic story as time-traveling demigods rise up to fight the dark angels of order. That's a lot. That's a lot. So it's telling us about a little bit more about what's going on. Trying to give us some build up with it being exciting and nail biting. We know it's a graphic story, but time traveling demigods rise up to fight the dark angels of order. That's really pretty much the main part of that. That's probably the only part you need.
I mean, when did demigods learn how to time travel? I mean,
who knows? Who knows? It's comics. You could do anything, right? But the
guess
problem
so.
is, I'm not a demigod. At least I don't know. I don't think so. I might be. Who knows? I don't know how to time travel. I have not farted.
I've not farted today.
Farted.
I'm a little worried.
So right now, these are all just fantastical things and fantastical beings and words I don't really have any relation to, right? Hopefully there's some sort of connection to character later on, because that's really what's going to get me interested and engaged. I can have all that fantastic stuff, but like it has to be some humanity to them, some level of person in that character. Otherwise it tends to come off. I mean, that's why even in Transformers, they had to keep putting, characters in because they couldn't humanize the robots enough. Although I blame Michael Bay for that.
Well, yeah, Bayformers is
because they do a great job of putting humanity into the robot characters in the cartoons.
They do, and it's the way it should be. The way it should be.
All right, Epochs is Canadian, so that might be tariffed before you can get your hands on it. It's at $21.56 out of a $3,253 goal. Very precise goal. Here's the thing about very precise goals: it makes people believe that you have a very precise plan, and this is the exact amount of money that you need. So sometimes I've seen people do that where they'll just, instead of saying 3,500, they'll put like 3,625, so that it sounds like we have figured out that we need this much money, instead of just throwing out an arbitrary goal. So now, to be fair, this is showing this strange number more likely because it's being transferred or translated from the Canadian amount, which, it says it's a $4,700 Canadian goal. So that's the reason. But take note of that anyway. Like, making a very specific goal actually can be very helpful sometimes. I've seen that used to success in the past. All right, we got a video. Shall we see it?
Yes, let's.
Are you ready for it? Are you ready for a good time? This is a 4-minute video, so throw your hands up when you're done.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Apocus. My name's Wayne May. I'm the creator and writer of Apocus. Now, this story came to me in a dream a few years ago. This is a really cool time travel dream. It brings in different characters. It's really cool. Then a friend of mine suggested maybe doing a graphic novel. And I thought, let's bring some images to this story.
Smurf's throwing his hand up already. Why? Tell us why you threw your hand up, Smurf.
I don't care. I don't care.
Uh,
I mean, go ahead.
No, you're right. I was just going to sugarcoat it, so go for it.
You're pitching a story that needs a little bit of explanation. I don't care the inspiration. I don't care about your friend, and I'm trying to put this as gingerly as possible, but I don't care. Tell me what I'm getting in for. And I'm kind of sold on, okay, the intro. All right, that was fun. It was kind of cool, but it's already too long. It's dark.
Yep.
And you can't see anything. And now we're seeing more production stuff. You can't sell a comic story on your staff. Okay. It just doesn't work that way. As much as I want people to succeed, no, especially when the video is this long, get to the point. You're burying the lead. And I just,
all right, guys, I want to know, there's several of you watching right now live. Some of you might be busy doing something. Hear my voice. Stop what you're doing and tell me, do you agree with Smurf? Do you agree that this is just too much and you don't care? Do you want to know what the comic's about first and then hear that stuff? Let us know in the comments. We want to know, because I tend to agree too. I want to know more about what the comic is about first. If you hook me, I might be able to linger on a little bit about why you got to that point. But right now, I don't know much about this story other than it's time traveling demigods, fighting darkness. And that's very vague to me. So I think that, personally, I want to know more about the story. So is that what you guys think too? Leave your comments in the chat. Let us know. BMD says, I want to hear about the comic first, put the creator interview at the end. John Epple says, I wholeheartedly agree. Get to the point already.
I mean, I'm sorry, and I try to be as kind as I can. I want to see these people succeed, and it's great, but I don't care. I don't care. I want the story, all right? You didn't see Stan Lee getting up there every damn time he can and say, I'm Stan Lee and I believe in this comic because I've been a newsman and I've been... No, he would... This episode, Spiny gets his ass whooped by Hobgoblin. There we go. That's the story. I like that. Yep. Get to the point.
Get to the point. Don't bury the lead.
Don't bury the lead.
Marv says, just keep it just about the comic. A 30-second to a minute trailer is all you need. Absolutely. Remember, like most people, and if you've done this before or heard the show, most people are not going to watch longer than 30 seconds. We tend to watch longer on here just for politeness, unless it just really hooks us. But most of the time, we watch a little bit longer. But that means you've only got 30 seconds or so before people are going to move on anyway. And so you want to utilize those 30 seconds as best as you can. You want to set the tone with the kind of energy of music that fits the comic. You want to show some of the artwork. You want to tell us a little bit about what we're getting. Is it 24 page, 36 page, and a little bit about the story, all in 30 seconds. So we got to move quickly. But here down below. And this is your opportunity below to get into some of the details. But again, you want to do it in bite-sized chunks, and you want to start with the most important thing first, which is what is this book about? And then you can kind of go into the other things. We see long ago, before the earth was prosperous, there walked beings of immense power, the Watchers, heavenly beings tasked with observing and watching over humanity. For centuries, they stood as silent guardians, their heavenly forms concealed for their purpose pure. Even in divine temptation is not spared. Oh my God, I'm getting sleepy reading this.
Yes.
As they gazed upon the daughters of men, their hearts once steadfast faltered. Oh my God. When is we getting to the story? Did I just say that? When is we getting to?
When is we getting?
Ability to speak. The tale of the Trocerians and Watchers became legend, whispered in the shadows and etched in the hearts of those who fear. This sounds like a fable, not a story.
Yep. There's a lot of fluff. There is a lot of fluff.
And then, down here into the who the characters are. Hey, this says a hero is the one who will stand in the face of evil and will show us that we are capable of more than we believe. Yes, you're right. Who is that?
Who is that? Ooh, are they from around here? Are they traveling through time? Such good questions. You don't say.
It says here that there's not just one issue. There are 12 issues in the coming horizon line. All right. Over here on the right, we got rewards. The Observer reward is a PDF copy of issue for $7.
Okay.
For $21, receive a PDF copy of Prelude issue and get a print copy. $21. That's slightly on the high end.
That doesn't math well, but okay, maybe it's the exchange rate. Exchange rate does kind of come into this, though.
Well, yeah, a little bit. Receive a PDF copy of Prelude issue, get a print PDF, a print copy of Prelude, get a print copy of issue 1 signed by both the writer and the artist. So you get 2 copies, one of them signed, and a PDF copy for $34.
Okay, I didn't mean for that face to be visual.
The $69 level gets a PDF copy with 2 bonus digital covers, a print copy, a print signed copy, a special written hero backstory with artwork, and a bookmark and a sticker. Okay. And then I'm going all the way to the bottom here. So the Archangel level is the highest for $207, $300 Canadian. Receive a PDF copy, get a print copy, get a signed print copy, a bookmark, sticker, have a character written into future issues based on you. That's always a fun one. And concept images of your character. So that's a nice tier to add. Looks like somebody has jumped on that. And then you also got to figure in that this is a Canadian project. So if you are an American buyer, that means you're going to have to pay a little extra in shipping. And so that's where you really want to have more digital rewards because
you're already working at a deficit. Yeah, you're already behind the 8 ball on this one.
Yeah, because like to get the lowest physical copy is $21. And if I do that and I select United States, it's another $15. Well, it's Canadian dollars. So it's about $31 altogether for
US
buying
support.
it and shipping it. Yes, support. So that's going to turn some people off. So you definitely want to have some good digital rewards. And so I don't know. This one's kind of rough. There's not a lot here to intrigue me, to be honest with you. Like the intro was really vague about what the intro title was really vague about, like what this comic's about. It's very heavenly and all that. And then the explanation and the section was also very, it's like reading the Bible, man. It was just really kind of dry. And no offense to those people who read the Bible for entertainment purposes. And then,
I mean, it's how I spend my Saturday. I mean, I want to know more. The art was kind of intriguing, but you flashed by it so fast, and then I got your face. That's not a comic.
I think, yeah, you see these opening pieces here that are really small, and then you see someone like drawing it really fast. So we very rarely get a good glimpse at it. And actually, that reminds me.
That's the only one. That angel picture that you just blipped by, That's the only
Yeah.
visual that I saw that I was like, okay, this could be cool, and I was waiting for
Right.
more of that. And then
we didn't get it.
another head full of big face. I get it.
Yeah, and when you take a look at this, like, these are some concept work. This looks like a concept. It could be a panel. I'm not really sure, but in no spot here do I see a single page of the entire comic, like
No.
actual representation of what I'm getting. I also don't see any covers, so this also makes me very leery. I want to see like what kind of covers I'm getting. I want to see what the interior is going to look like. And so, sometimes that means paying some pages up front to your artist so that you have that content to put in your thing.
What's the goal on this?
It was 4,700 Canadian, which is 3,253, which definitely tells me he's trying to pay for his artist. Right, but
Wow.
again, you gotta upfront some of that so that you can have some better visuals, because maybe it's cool, maybe it's not right now. I don't know visually, I don't know story wise. There's just not a lot here.
I don't
Unfortunately.
have anything. I've got nothing to work with, and that makes me sad. Sorry.
It does make me
Sorry.
sad. All right, that brings us to the one that I've personally been waiting for. I know Lori has been waiting for it if she's watching now or later. That is Path of the Pale Rider. She didn't get picked last week, but she did join us on the show. So this is it. This is her time.
This is her moment.
This is her moment. Yep.
Her magic moment.
All right. Now, I've heard of this through the grapevine. I've seen it, but I have not ever read any of the issues, so I don't really know anything about it, even though we had Lori on last week.
Right.
Or Laura. I might be saying Lori instead of Laura. I apologize. Path of the Pale Rider, issues 1 through 6. Follow apocalypse cowboy Jude St. Clair through the wasteland as he searches for what broke death. What broke death?
Oh my God, right away I already have like East of West feels, because I loved that
Yeah.
series for Image, and this I like the pitch. I love the pitch.
That was a straightforward pitch.
It's a solid pitch.
John Epple says comics are visual medium, not an opportunity to verbally hold us hostage. John's on fire today.
John, all you have to do is clear. Done. Sorry.
All right. Let's see. Oh, I am saying it. It is Lori. So there was a $4,550 goal, which she has crushed. She's currently sitting at $7,333. 5 hours to go, with 128 backers. So congratulations, all those things. Let's see what this video tells us. Let's go full screen here. Let's go full screen here.
Ooh.
That was cool.
I like that. I would have shortened a few of the scenes, or maybe just taken out a couple of the interior art, just to kind of speed it along a little bit. But I liked that. That was nice.
I really enjoyed at the beginning those like musical hits, the sound effect,
Mhm.
and then silence, and just letting you absorb in the music, and then it built up. It set the tone really well of like this sort of creepy, possibly horror genre. So it's kind of scary music, and it kept building up momentum and pace and changing
No, the pace is
everything.
perfect.
Yeah, I felt like everything stayed readable as far as both the imagery and the text that was on the screen. It was up there long enough to read. Uh, I did see right there at the end when the pace was at the crescendo that like images were moving pretty fast, but I feel like there's times you can do that where you've already shown some and now you're just setting like tone. I was confused about one part where all of this so far had talked about cowboys and the wasteland, and then all the scenes at the beginning showed cowboy, and then like do that fast paced stuff. I saw cars and
I
city,
saw well, and
and
it
I was
makes
like,
me
wait, what? Where are we at?
well, and to your point, maybe this is kind of something out of Revelations. It may be very Bible themed because in Revelations, death leaves this plane. Nobody dies,
Mhm,
according to
mhm.
Revelations. So maybe this is like end of days type of scenario, which does make me think, ooh,
Like
okay.
Book of Eli.
Yeah, so this is kind of like, okay, there's some implications here. Something obviously happened, and again, I save the cheerleader, save the world. What broke death? I really like that that saddle that I'm ready to get on the horse and ride. I really dig it.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see this. This is like gratuitous crotch shot.
Well, I mean,
We're looking through the legs of one character. I love like I've done this exact same shot, but it was like a bikini butt
yep.
instead. But I love how we're using it on a Western scene in this shot. That's pretty fun. Um, so then it says Path of the Pale Rider series from Lori Calcaterra featuring art from Gilbert Perez and colors from Matt D. Chambers III. Path of the Pale Rider is a story set in the apocalypse. There you go, apocalypse. Following the extraordinary journey of Jude St. Clair as he tirelessly searches for the answer to the question why the dead no longer die. So now we have a little spin on that. What happened to death? I like this little graphic here. So if you like Fallout, Good, Bad, Ugly, The Walking Dead, or Cocaine Bear, mix them all together and you'll like this. A 24-page full color issue. This is issue 6, but you can get all 6 issues in this campaign. So if you're new to the Path of Pale Rider series, welcome. Don't worry, we have a catch-up reward tier for you. Look at the ketchup and/or mustard reward tier. Now, I did hear some overhearing of when I was watching another indie comic show that there's lots of rewards going on this thing, so we may not get to all of them. So there's a video within a video. It's a video inside the campaign. With Lori here, says, watch the short elevator pitch.
Oh, okay.
Hi there, I'm Lori Calcaterra, writer-creator of Path of the Pale Rider. If you like Fallout, spaghetti westerns, Walking Dead, and Cocaine Bear, oh boy, are we for you. In this world, your body can die, but your soul or your energy, it doesn't leave, meaning you get to hang out and enjoy your own decay phase. And this is for people, animals, insects, fish. We're all stuck here together. We don't have flesh-eating zombies, though. It's just you, yourself, your neighbor. Well, at least at first. As your brain rots in your skull, you can get forgetful or violent or vegetative. It hits everybody differently. So we start the story 10 years into the apocalypse, and we're following this cowboy named Jude St. Clair, who's the last guy still looking for the answer to the question, why do the dead no longer die? This series is chock full of zombie ethics, conspiracy theories, and crazy action. Once you start down the path, you won't want to quit. Thank you.
Nice.
Good touch. I like that.
Yeah. So don't forget, guys, you can put a video inside of your campaign as well as up on top. All right. So this is a look inside of issue 6. So jumping in, showing us the artwork of the pages. I like what I'm seeing here. And then we have this. This has got, some vibes of like the, reminiscent of The Walking Dead, where there's factions and there, sort of there's tension between different characters already built up. And then down here we've got a issues 5 recap, and this is in a GIF format, so it's just flipping through them on its own. Pretty cool. I love the whole bear that's like decayed and dead but still alive. That's pretty fun.
And what's with that crazy bear?
Right? Very, very curious. All right. We got sketch covers. There's a Spider-Man for some reason, not really sure, and that's a Venom horse riding a Venom horse. A couple of other sketch covers. These are different sketch covers that people have done. And then we've got some original art in the add-on section. Always like seeing that. It looks like this. I'm only halfway down the list over here on the left. So
wow.
Close we look at rewards. We got T-shirts. We got a Jude St. Clair and a Big James Funko Pop. Custom pops made by Unique Concept Studio. I want to know more about that. I want to make a Magnus and Riley Funko Pop. Maybe even Augie the dog.
You got to go with the dog.
Right? So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's something that it has in here. We've got Bottle of Bones keychains, and somewhere in here, I'm pretty sure they also have hot sauce. I remember that being mentioned. There it is. We've got hot sauce. So this campaign's got all kinds of stuff.
I like it. There's something for everybody. I like this ideas. Throw everything out there because you don't know who you're going to attract. The idea and the premise is brilliant. You're already into issue 6. I can get all the other issues digitally. I think this is very clever and very well executed.
All right, over on the reward section, right out of the gate, PDF of issue 6, $5. Physical issue 6 with no digital rewards, $10. The cover A special covers also come with a PDF and your name on a thank you page. I always love those extra little bonuses for $15. And then this is going to be a long list, so I'm gonna kind of skip through a few. A Big James 120-piece puzzle with issue 6. Big James is the name of the bear, apparently.
Oh, Big James.
Hot sauce sampler. This comes with a book, the PDF of the book, and the hot sauce sampler. Then we got one with a T-shirt. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. Oh, there's a ketchup level, so you can get all the books.
That's right, because I can never have too much of those Dijon ketchups.
Yep. Secret reward, customs Gilbert Perez cover, still going down. Oh, here we go at the bottom. All the things, $500. The newest Funko, Blister Beetles, all of this things, all the books, 11 items in total, including all of the issues, probably back issues. That's a pretty good whale reward, because on top of that, unless we also have a retailer tier plus a full page ad, which someone has grabbed. So only 2 spots available. It means you can put an ad in the book and then probably have a certain number of books. I don't know how many does it say. So that's a pretty cool thing too. Another way to help fund the book. Funko Pop individuals for like $200, custom made. There's a bunch of cool stuff on here, guys.
Wow.
And then a lot of these other rewards are ones that were early birds and they're already gone.
Yeah, spared no expense.
Yep. So we've got what is the Path of the Pale Rider. A lot of great information on here. What broke death?
That's broke death.
Yeah. All right, guys, it's that time. We've got 3 campaigns we've reviewed today. We had I almost wanted to call it Heroes Battle, but it's called Epochs. I think it was called. Pencils Down by Justin Belmont, and then Path of the Pale Rider. All right, so which one do you guys feel like is going to be the best choice today? Which one's going to be the winner? I have to find me a blank piece of paper. They all have chicken scratch on them. There we go. Got one. All right. All right. Are you ready, sir?
I am ready.
All right. All right, you guys in the comment section, let us know which one you feel is the best choice. But for right now, it is our turn. We are going to choose. Let's go with the... Can I get a drum roll, please? There it is. Path of the Pale Rider. Look at that. You even managed to get some art in there. Good job. Good job. Congratulations, Lori.
Right there. Yeah.
All things. Congratulations on a successful campaign. Congratulations on winning today's comic book showdown of Ultimate Destiny. Congratulations on getting on the wheel finally at the last possible minute. I need to hurry up and go get on this campaign before it closes because there's only 5 hours left. Right? BMD.
Here's to a strong finish. I honestly think this. I'm excited to see this strong finish. Strong finish.
Yes, yes. I definitely want to look at getting the I want to dig in here and see if there's a digital reward catch up so I can get all 6 issues digitally. Mainly because I gotta budget out the Action Line Studios money to continue to get stuff each week. Otherwise, I would get them all physically. All right. So hope you guys learned something today. Hope you were entertained. Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
Thanks for joining us. Be sure and like and subscribe. Help us get to 1 million subscribers on YouTube. That's our goal. We're just almost there. So close. Be sure and subscribe. Also, you can get my book, Mythica, and you can support by buying a copy of my book at actionlinestudios.com or mythicamaniac.com, either one. Also, you can enter in your campaigns or a friend's campaign or anybody else's live campaign on the Action Line Studios Facebook page. Just go to Action Line Studios on Facebook. Smurf, where can they find you and see us out of this place?
I am the purveyor of 5280 Geek. I just posted up this week's podcast, Weekend Geek Update, which takes a look at what's going on the Geekverse, movies, films, comics, video games, everything that is going on in my world and yours. It is available on all major podcast platforms, and you can go to 5280geek.com for other stuff like our Moments of Geek, Meat and Potatoes, Adventures in Cosplay. Oh my God, the sky is the limit when it comes to the Geekverse. So go over to Facebook, give us a like, give us a share. Let everyone know about this dirty little secret. That is the Wheel of Destiny. Because in the end, why not?
In the end,
why not? And on that bombshell, we shall say goodbye. Run fast, laugh hard, and always be kind. Good night.